Hello, hello. Welcome to Fireside Chat with Kimberly. Thank you for being here. And thank you to our newest sponsor, Fabulous, the sponsor for this week's talks. Prize packs for this month's contest have been graciously donated by Foods, Follow Your Heart, Cinnaholic, Revolution Gelato, Terra Seed, and Fabulous. I invite my viewers to enter the monthly contest at virtualvegfest.com and click on the contest tab for details. Entering is super easy just by liking and or subscribing to our social media and Virtual Veg Fest YouTube channel. You're entered to win one of these amazing prize packs. Also, make sure you turn on the little notifications so that you know when we're going live. You don't want to miss an episode, right? Hey, Diane, thanks for being here. Welcome, welcome. So how is everybody doing? It's another Monday. Man, they come around so fast. Yeah, I'm that gal. I say those things. What are you gonna do? Um, I just wanted to point out I'm feeling extra vegan, level 5 vegan maybe. Um, I am wearing my Farm Sanctuary hoodie. Hi, Susan. Hello. Thank you for being here. So I've got on my Farm Sanctuary hoodie. You probably can't see the little logo, and then there's a pig on the back, and I'm pretty sure underneath the pig it says "Friends Not Food." And then my T-shirt, which you can't completely read because some of the letters are green, and I'm in front of a green screen, is my Tabitha Brown T-shirt. I love this shirt. It says, "Have a good day, but if you can't, don't you dare go messing up nobody else's." And that is so good. It is so good. We are all having a hard time, right? And if we're not, it's important to remember that somebody else is. And let's just try to be kind and be nice and just get through the day and help each other get through the day. So, what are we talking about tonight? I don't know. Literally. I have a couple of news stories. If you've got questions, bring them on. You've got comments, I want to hear those too. I was flipping through the latest issue of Veg News, which I'll admit I've had for a while, and I haven't gotten to it until just recently, and some pretty cool things here. The first thing is a story about a Japanese vegan silk startup called Spiber. That's Spiber. And what they are doing is they are working to what they call what do they call it? Brood protein. So they are creating a vegan option for silk. So when silk, it's not just like the silkworms don't just make silk and then people. Thanks, Richard. Richard said, if I don't know what I'm talking about tonight, we are in trouble. Yes, maybe. It'll either be a short show or we're going to go off on a tangent. But this company Spiber, they're looking to make vegan silk option because the silkworms are actually boiled alive in order to get the silk out of them. And it takes about 2,500 silkworms to produce only 1 pound of fabric. So that's like billions of silkworms that could be saved and don't have to be used and murdered for for their excretions. And that is so so cool. I did go to their website. Um, Most of it is in Japanese, so I could read the headlines of each section on the website, but the rest of it that was in English, but the rest of it was in Japanese. But like, oh my gosh, how amazing is that? Yeah, Susan, yay! Celebrate for sure. Um, yeah, they like how cool is that? So yeah, there's they just received a $314 million investment. So they've got some money to get working on that, and that is super cool. I'm very excited. Anytime there's like a really innovative way that looks to do something different and use something sustainable and like a different process than even what we have now, like with the vegan leathers and stuff. for so long it was just kind of like plastic, right? If you were not buying canvas sneakers, you were buying plastic sneakers if you were avoiding those made from leather. And now we've got so many options and, things with like mushrooms and pineapples, and it's just so cool. And it's with the pineapples, I did a show on this a few months ago, but the pineapple, it's not even just taking like fresh pineapples and like discarding them and using the leaves. Like the leaves are the byproduct of the pineapple. So they're using a byproduct instead of creating more waste, they're turning that waste into sustainable sneakers, which is so awesome. And this fiber company that is going to hopefully replace all those silkworms, that won't need to be used anymore. Because I mean, I don't know, that's a lot of silkworms be exploited and murdered for what, ties, some fancy blouses. Most of us are working from, I won't say, I started to say most of us are working from home, but I immediately stopped myself because that's not true. A lot of us are, but I couldn't say most, so I apologize for that. The other thing that I wanted to point out, which was also in Veg News, is Starbucks is secretly testing. Well, it says one is a secret location, the other is one of their Seattle locations. They're secretly testing a plant-based whipped cream. How cool would that be? Where we get, it says it's made from lentils, and so, like, oh, how amazing would that be to get a latte at Starbucks? I don't know if you guys go to Starbucks. I do. If I'm getting coffee made by someone else here where I live, the options are Dunkin' and Starbucks, and Starbucks is my preferred coffee. Uh, but oh my gosh, to be able to get whipped cream on a latte, yes, please. That would be so good, so so good. So, what have we got? What else is going on? I am usually so prepared for these things, and we are 7 minutes in, and we have covered all the things. So, what are you guys? What are you guys doing? I know. What a cop out. What a cop out. Oh, this was another story. So please tell me what you're up to, or what questions you have, or what you need help with, or what conversation you want to have. Um, the other story that I wanted to point out is on the next page, and I forgot to flag it. Is that Mexico Senate actually voted on to pass a countrywide ban on animal cosmetic testing. So that also includes the manufacturing, import, and marketing of cosmetics tested on animals. So anything from any other country too, if it's been tested on animals, Mexico will not permit it to come into the country and be sold. So that's really cool. It says that Mexico is the 41st country globally, but the first in North America. So what are we doing, US and Canada? When are we going to get on board with this? Because that would be amazing. I mean, at this point, why are we still testing cosmetics on animals? That's nuts. I agree, Diane. It is fantastic. I was so happy when I read that. I really hope that it motivates the US and Canada to get on board. And then we could have our whole continent um, not not selling beauty products, cosmetics that have been tested on animals. Because like really at this point, I don't know. What are we creating, cosmetic wise that needs that should be tested on animals? Don't we have all the ingredients already? And honestly, if you're looking to innovate now, you should be innovating with something that doesn't involve animals. We are so far beyond that. So far. Oh, Diane, here's our pessimist for the night. I hope you're wrong. Look, I get it because, you know, I get it. The US has been pretty disappointing that way, but but I'm gonna hold out hope, and I'm gonna say that I hope the US will do it. but I hear you. It makes sense to me that you would have that thought. Oh, hey, another thing, they do these rankings at the end of the year for all kinds of stuff, like what was the top this and the top that. They always do like top diets of of the previous year, so of 2021. And one of them that was very low at the bottom, which is cool, is the keto diet. And I love that because that diet is garbage. I'm not a doctor. That is my personal opinion. However, all of the ailments too that are very common in a keto diet, and like I know there's supposedly this thing called vegan keto, but I've got to be honest, I have no idea what that could possibly be. Why in the world anyone would give up carbs? And I mean, like, good carbs. Like, we're not going to get into an argument about white rice and white pasta, okay? Yay. Yeah, Diane, yay. Like, why would you stop eating um, things that are so delicious and are actually really good for you? If you look at all the like whole foods, plant-based stuff that is really healthy, like, it's missing in the keto diet. And all the things that keto can cause, like um, you know, there's a, increased risk of things like Alzheimer's or diabetes, heart disease. I mean, just imagine like all that fat you're taking in every single day between the heart disease and the diabetes. Like your risk has got to go through the roof. And again, I am not a doctor. This is just my opinion. But by the way, a vegan diet also, if you look at the studies, go on nutritionfacts.org, listen to one of Dr. Greger's books, pull up anything from Dr. Esselstyn, um, T. Colin Campbell, like they'll all show you that these foods are really healthy for you and will actually help prevent a lot of the things that diets like keto, where you're completely depriving your body of the things that it needs. Um, it's not good for you. Yep. I agree, Diane. You do. You do need complex carbohydrates, and they're really good. The very first time I had brown rice, um, someone described it to me as it has a nutty flavor, and I thought, that sounds weird. Why would I want my rice to taste like nuts? But it's true, and it's delicious. And also, the most fun thing about things like brown rice and like wheat berries and stuff is that as you chew it, it's very bouncy. There's like a bite to it, and it makes eating a lot more interesting. It's not a whole lot of texture and things like that in the super processed simple carbs, like Diane just mentioned. So the things like white rice and white pasta and stuff. Um, sure, they're tasty, but but I don't know. I think that the complex carbs, like the brown rice and stuff, so much better. Thanks, Susan. Yeah, got to make sure that I'm very clear that I'm not a doctor and I'm not giving medical advice. But thank you very much because, yes, it does. The evidence does support the opinion that I have formed by reading said evidence. I love that you have found this cheese. And I love the cashew cheeses. The Mayokos is probably the one I've had the most versions of cashew cheese. Oh, so good. But I love that and if you have the website, since you said they now ship to the US, if there's a website that you want to share, please do. So, people have that reference. That would be awesome. I don't even know. I've never had camembert cheese, so I don't know what that tastes like. Um, I wasn't very adventurous cheese-wise when I still ate cow cheese. It's probably the basics, mozzarella, cheddar, that kind of stuff. In fact, I'd never even had Gouda cheese until I had Follow Your Heart cheese. So I've never had cow Gouda cheese. Is Gouda made from cow cheese? I don't even know. Um, I've only had it the vegan version, which is amazing. And Mayokos makes really good like spreadable cheeses and tree line too. Tree line cheese makes a lot of good spreadable cheeses. We could talk about cheese all night. Does anybody have any questions? Any comments? I apologize for showing up with just a handful of things I thought that I would share and kind of engage. So this is annoying, right? I've never had brie cheese either. I appreciate your patience, Susan. I've smelled brie cheese, so if brie tastes like it smells, I can imagine that. Um, but but that is really cool. I love it when we discover these new things and like when they yeah, Diane, that's true. Kite Hill does have good cheeses. I forgot about them. Thank you. I love when you stumble upon something you're not expecting in the grocery store and it's vegan and then it's amazing. And it happened with these cookies. Uh what is it? Is it Nature's Path? It might be. Diane, I think you know the package of like chocolate chip or chocolate chip peanut butter and like the little sleeve that slides out. Um, saw them on the bottom shelf at the grocery store and it said vegan. And I was like, yes, please. Um, I liked the chocolate chip way better than the chocolate chip peanut butter, which I didn't think like I feel weird even saying that out loud because that's never been the case before. Um, chocolate peanut butter is always the answer if you ask me. Okay, so Diane is confirming yes, it is Nature's Path. That's the brand. But they're really good, crunchy and stuff, kind of like a better version of a Chips Ahoy, if that gives you an idea of what we're talking about there. All right. Well, certainly. Oh, here we go. I love it. The fromagerie. I love it so much. It's like fromage and faux. Oh, and fromage, I'm sure all of you know, but just in case there's anyone who doesn't, that is cheese in French. And I love that they mixed the fromage and the word faux since it's vegan cheese. Oh, Susan, what a find. Thank you so much for sharing that link. I am definitely going to check that out. Oh, so good. Um, all right. Well, this kind of became, well, what I was starting to say is that, last week I was so emotional and I try not to do those back to back. Sometimes you can't help it. Stuff is going on. The world is hard. Life is tough, whatever. Um, and you just got to let it out, right? And when you're in a safe space, as we've created here together, it just sometimes that happens. But here I am, today, and no tears, but we're still having a good time, making connections and just being here in this space together. I think it's uh I think it's awesome, and I really appreciate that you guys take the time out of your day, out of your night to be here with me. That is not lost on me. Our time is valuable, and how we choose to spend it makes all of the difference in our lives and in the world. So I am always so honored and so touched that you are here with me. And I love you guys so much. And I'm so thankful. Just quickly, I wanted to share that I have a new I relaunched my Veganize It classes. And by the way, I'm also taking a culinary class, a culinary certification that will help me continue to improve those classes and make the recipe changes even better and more intricate. But so what the Veganize It class is it's a small size class. We meet on Zoom and we talk about common vegan substitutions. We also, every attendee brings their favorite animal based recipe, and I help them veganize it. So if you have a recipe you haven't been able to figure out how to veganize, or if you're not vegan and you're trying to make a meal for a vegan, whatever it is, you maybe want to go vegan and you want to try out your favorite animal recipes, change to vegan, that would be awesome. I will share the link with you here. I've got 3 classes currently available. Like I said, they're small because we need to make sure that everyone gets a chance to share their recipe. And of course, if you have a super secret family recipe that you don't want to share out in the world, you are welcome to schedule a one-on-one time with me. So you could just, reach out to me directly. You can follow me on Instagram or Facebook at Did You Bring the Hummus? You can send me a message there if that's something you're interested. Or you can just sign up for one of the classes directly from the link that I just posted in the comments. So thank you all. I likely will not be here next Monday. Take the Monday off, and then I will be back the following Monday, that first Monday in February. So as always, if you've got questions, you've got comments, you have a topic you'd like me to cover, you can go to the Fireside Chat page on virtualvegfest.com and leave me a message there, or you can DM me directly on Instagram or Facebook and let me know what you want to hear me talk about. I'm always open to suggestions, comments. I want to hear from you. That's why I do this. I want to be here for you. Again, thank you. Have an amazing, amazing 2 weeks, and I will see you when I get back. Bye.